What's going on, everybody? How we doing? How we feeling? Leon's still taking off his wizard costume. Some days I just need a little bit, like there's a lot of little settings. Like there's all these things I gotta check, I gotta do, I gotta go through my checklist, and sometimes I'm spending a little too much time on the hair, and I admit it takes me a little longer. Also, we had a raffle, so I figured I'd let the raffle spam go before we got into it. The suspense is real. Let's go. My client is already asking for my payment info. Let's go. Oh, it's starting to happen, folks. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? It's happening. There's something in the air. Whew. It's happening. I'm here because of clickbait. It's not clickbait. I don't do clickbait. Get out of here. We just bring the heat every single time. Picking up our second win. Let's go. My client is already dropping the dollars. Oh, whew. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Leon's always got to check that Bob is looking cool. Exactly. Clickbait going crazy. After all this work, my nonprofit said I wish I was getting paid, but at least I have a better idea of what to charge for the next time. Hell yeah, let's go. Whew, thank you all for being here. Diabolical, thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well. We gotta keep those numbers going up. There's no better way to start our 100 dev stream than by starting with the Diabolical stream. If you have a little bit of time before class starts, you should be in there. We're reviewing. We're going through the same material. They're working through things. You should be in there. So if you ever find yourself got a little extra time before class, you should pop in there. We're going to talk a little bit about that later today, too. We're going to make it easier for folks to know when they're going live. Cool. We also had some other folks in here already. A sweet Scorpio. Thank you for the 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Digital Fendi, 2 months in a row of Andy's Bucks. Thank you so much. I love that name, Digital Fendi. Whew. All right, folks. We got a lot of stuff to get into tonight. A lot of big news. A lot of heat. A lot of things to jump into. And I've been waiting for this. Creator, hey, thank you for the 4 months. Spending all that Bezos's bucks. I'm just going to say Bezos bucks. I like Bezos. Bezos's bucks has the alliteration. I like it better. Hope you're doing well, Creator. Thank you so much for the 4 months. Quappa, is this for beginners? Absolutely. Welcome. Exclamation point 100 devs to learn what we're doing. Alrighty. So, I feel like that's a sneaker drop. With the hype train already out the gate, let's get into it, folks. I'm gonna go to Little Leon because we got a lot of stuff to jump into tonight. A lot of things to talk about. I don't want to waste no time. I want to get into the heat. I want to talk through it. Let's be real. Bezos is still getting the cut. Heck yeah. Arasi, you agree? All right. If you think those aren't still Bezos's bucks, you're mistaken. Yeah. All right, we'll keep the Bezos's bucks. We'll stop the Andy talk. Whew, hype train already. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you all for being here. On ad one, nothing yet. We're just getting into it. We're just getting started. Just letting folks get in here. I know some folks are rushing to get to the stream, so I always like to give folks a few minutes to get here, and we're gonna get into it. Dinger code with the 800 bits. What? Let's go. Porky Pie with the 300 bits. Whew. Thank you so much. And Wolfpack of 1, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate all the love tonight. Alrighty. I promise myself I will not post here until I'm done, but I don't think I can finish it. Finish what? Sorry, turning off my notifications here. Alrighty, folks. Are we celebrating something? Heck yeah, we're celebrating. Heck yeah, we're celebrating. What? Funny commentary, 1,000 bits. Moving to the next round. They liked my code. Let's go. Getting these interviews. Crushing the interviews. Whew. Anonymous Chair, thank you for the 100 bits. I love the wins. I love the wins. Digger Code, thank you for the gifted sub to Bill Gates. Alrighty. We're gonna get into it. I'm excited. You're all here. Let's have some fun tonight. We're gonna lay some heat down. We're gonna review some OOP, and then we're gonna have some fun working together. So a lot of fun stuff to talk about tonight. Let's not hold up the the experience any longer. Chris, all these people getting jobs, can we network with them? Heck yeah, let's go. That's the point. The point is, if you are here, when you get that job, you come back and you bring more with you. That's the whole point of this. It's not about your one job. It's about all of us eating, all of us getting jobs. So when you get that job, you turn around and you help pull more people along with you. That's the point. We were born out of the pandemic. Folks are hurting. Folks are still hurting. As you get those jobs, you're going to turn around and pull more with you. That's the whole point. That's why we're here. All right. All right, we're going to bring OOP home. We're going to cover a lot of fun stuff, and then we're going to get into some OOP. I promise I'm not going to use any big words. The fancy terminology I used last class, I deleted all of it. Got rid of it. No big words. We're going to make it make sense. We're going to build some classes live. We're going to walk through encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism for real together. And then we're going to do it together in groups. All right. So we got a lot of stuff to talk through. Going to go through those OOP principles. Going to be working in some teams later. Let's get into it. All right. I'm going to chill the music here. There we go. Splashy with the 5 gifted subs. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. How did things go? I think it was yesterday, right? No, sorry, Tuesday. How did Tuesday go? Keep doing you. All right, I'll try. Let's go. Hope your stream went well. Hope you had some fun. We'll be back. Were those Plain Jane lyrics? Absolutely. Ferg's masterpiece of a song. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate the support. Boom. Alrighty. So close, folks. I'm this close. Literally for the past... So Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I've been pulling like pretty hard, almost all-nighters. Like almost all-nighters. So not going to bed until very, very late because I'm trying to dig myself out of a hole. I've been trying to dig myself out of a DM hole, and I'm this close. I got through like all of January. I'm almost done February. I got like 20 more. I was 300 in the hole. But I was excited too. I was still getting my sleep. I was just staying up later than I should. Just stayed up a little bit later. Just a little bit later than I should have. Still got my sleep in. Still feeling good. Still getting my exercise in. Still getting my hydration in. But a little bit later. So I'm this close. If I still owe you a message, I'm going to get to it tonight. Tonight you will hear from me. I promise I will get back to you. I cleared out. If you go to the Ask Leon channel, it's just like just a wave of responses. Anybody that pinged me anywhere else in the Discord, that's already taken care of. Mod mail's taken care of. The last refuge is the DMs, and I'm almost through them. So we're gonna get there, and then I'll be caught up, and I won't get back in that hole. My DMs are open for a reason. If you need help, I recommend that you use Mod Mail or the Ask Leon channel. But if it's something personal that you don't feel like you can share on Mod Mail or the Ask Leon channel, you can DM me. Love me some games. Leon, you're the only teacher who I like to study tech with. Hey, I love that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the kind words. Can't believe this class is free. I'm the best teacher. Oh, people are hyping me up today. All right, I'm this close. That's all I wanted to say. I'm close. I'm close. And I'm going to get there. And I love talking to you all. And I'm going to get there. This close. Also, the one-on-one sessions. The one-on-one sessions, I'm going to be opening them back up. I have figured out my schedule. So the one-on-ones will be opening soon. I will announce when my one-on-one slots are open via my newsletter. So if you're not on the newsletter, !newsletter will give you the thing you need to do to sign up for the newsletter. I'll probably send a message sometime tonight, early tomorrow, saying that the one-on-one slots are open for the month. You can go ahead and click that link and you can book a one-on-one slot with me. They're 15-minute time slots. I love kind of spending 15 minutes with y'all, going through any questions that you might have, whether it be code, career, anything like that. So keep an eye on the newsletter. It's going to go out tomorrow, and you can go ahead and book a one-on-one if you would like to. Whew. Got some other fun stuff in here. Sheenan, thank you for the 100 bits. Grant, thank you for the gifted sub. Bobby Lynn, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the support. All right. So this close. Call it all up. Tomorrow we have a crafting your story class. And I apologize, folks. I apologize. I was trying to set up the Remo classroom for the next session. I deleted the last Remo event. And when I deleted it, it also deleted the recording. I contacted support. They escalated all the way up to their engineering, and they were like, nope, sorry, gone. All references deleted. So I apologize. I thought they were in a different spot. I really thought there was like a different place I could go to get the videos. Yeah. So that's gone. And I thought like it downloaded them already. I thought like they put them into like a different spot, but nope, they were tied to the thing. So we're running it back. We're going to do another live crafting your story class. If you're interested in learning how to craft your story, the thing that's going to tie your past experience together, no matter what it may be, you should definitely come to our class tomorrow. And that class will be on Remo. The reason we do it on Remo is it's very easy for me to bring folks up, kind of ask them a lot of questions, and then craft their story live. It's one of the most important things you'll do as you start trying to find a job. So definitely join us tomorrow. The links and everything, of course, will always be shared on Discord. All right. I'm just going to ask folks, once we're on Remo, I'm going to ask, hey, do you want your story crafted live? If you say yes, I'm going to try and pull some folks up. We're going to do probably 3 to 4 like we did last class, talk through it so you can start to see how you're going to do it. And then you're going to have time to work with other 100 devs folks to make sure that the story sounds good. I need my life crafted. Desperately need help with mine. Hey, if you can come tomorrow, Chris, I got you. What would I need for a Remo? Just come as you are. I don't need to see anything. I just want to hear about your experiences, your life, your wins, the things that you're worried about, and we're gonna fuse them all into a great story that you can start telling to recruiters, to start putting on your resume, your portfolio, etc. Are we required to use our cam to join if someone wants to help with their story? If you're camera shy, it's okay. No, sorry, not camera shy, but if you don't want to be on camera, that's totally okay. There are many reasons why you might not want to be on camera. I think that'd be fine as long as we can still hear you. Cool. So that's Friday. Office hours are going to be on Sunday. Office hours are where I answer all your questions. If you have any questions about a career in tech, anything about OOP, anything about what we've been learning, come to office hours. How long would the Remo story class be? Our Friday sessions are always an hour. Our Friday sessions are always an hour, and so we try to keep like a hard hour, and then I leave Remo open if you want to work with other 100 dev folks. So some folks run out right at the hour. Last time we had a good group of folks that were sharing their stories, trying to craft them together, and so the Remo classroom stays open, so you're able to come back, use the classroom to talk to other 100 devs folks, craft your stories live. Yeah, but the actual like bringing up folks, actual class, 1 hour. Met some fun people last week. Heck yeah, I love it. Cool. Yeah, tonight's going to be a little bit longer of the opening. My goal is to always get straight into the code within 30 minutes. But tonight we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, so we're going to go a little bit longer than that. Hey, Zookies. What time tomorrow? Tomorrow is 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you're on Discord, you'll see the reminder come out on Discord. What about muting one at a time, talking with the Remo? What do you mean? Yeah, you can. When you join a table, there are a couple different tables. You can do like a 1-on-1, a 4-person, a 6-person. So you can kind of pick a table based on your comfort level. Cool. All right, office hours are Sunday. We're doing at 1 p.m. Eastern time, a little bit later. And we'll do our normal 3 hours. Any questions you have, we go through them. We're going to spend some more time building objects, classes, all that fun stuff on Sunday, making sure we really feel good about it before we go into the last bit that we need for our JavaScript basics understanding before we move into backend. Cool. How are the doggos? Simba's right here to my left. He has a nice Greenie and a chew toy. He is living his best life. Mashi is with my wife at the moment, so not here. Can we have some Remo rooms in Spanish or something like that? Yeah, I think that'd be a cool idea. I can label some tables on Remo in Spanish. I think that'd be fun. Like Espanol, we'll just put them on like the label of the table. And so if you want to like have a table that's Spanish speaking, we could do that. Yeah. And if there's another language that folks feel more comfortable explaining their stories, then we can set up a table for that as well. Cool. I think that could be really helpful for a lot of folks. Give us Simba Cam. So I'm dropping so much heat tonight that I need some heat for next week. So next week, we have a lot of like new stream stuff that's happening, and Simba Cam will return. So Simba Cam, Mashi Cam, and a lot of like new weird stuff I think will make stream a little bit more fun. That is all coming next week. I can't give all the goodies, right? You gotta keep some goodies. That's the thing I've been learning about this OnlyFans game, is you can't give all the goodies at once. You gotta drip the goodies. And so this is just practice for when that person hits the 1 million channel points and gets the OnlyFans. I gotta make sure that I'm well versed, I'm practiced, I'm ready, and I ain't giving all the goodies at one go. We got a lot of goodies tonight, but I ain't giving them all. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is a fresh start. I want to make sure that folks that are behind, that have not gotten through all the homework or the material, that you feel that you are supported and that you can still join us for the back end. So I am wiping the slate clean. If you have missing homework, that's okay. If you messed up with the networking stuff, that's okay. If you missed some deadlines, that's okay. We are giving a fresh start. Fresh start. We're feeling good. We're looking good. And we're getting ready for the back end. Okay? So fresh start. All past things have been forgiven. The slate is clean. You are all ready to go into the back end. Now, to make sure that we are all caught up, we're going to add a pretty lengthy review class. So not this Sunday, which will be office hours, but the following Sunday, we're going to spend like 6-7 hours going through everything. So if you're new here and you're kind of like, I'm still kind of stuck on this thing, I've been trying to catch up, that class is going to be for you. I'm going back to the beginning. I'm going through HTML, CSS, the big four when it comes to JavaScript, all the way up to the things that we cover next week so that you feel comfortable and you know the things that you're going to need for the back end. It's not going to be everything, but I'm going to synthesize the things that you're going to need for when we get to the back end so that the back end makes sense to you. That's what we're doing. I got you, Alyssa. I'm keeping Shabbat every Friday into Saturday. I'm taking off, so that's why I'm moving stuff to Sunday. But I have my day off every week that I'm keeping that's not wavering. So I'm getting my rest in. I'm getting my relaxation in. But yeah, mega review not this Sunday, the following, and it's gonna be everything that you need to feel comfortable going into the back end. So if there are some topics that you're like, Leon, I'm not 100% on this topic, well, that's great. You might not need it right now to go into the back end. So everything you need, condensed, boom, ready to go. Slate is clean. You are all ready to move into the back end. Drinks. I missed a drink. Oh, I got to hydrate. I got 2 hydrates. Whew. Straight jacket. Tara BZ, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to both of you. Gonna double dip the hydration here. Cheers, thank you. Cheers, thank you. Alrighty. Whew. Let the anxiety slip away. Fresh start. We're good. Alrighty. Networking. It's gonna come back, but before you let it, hold up. Before it gets to you, there's something that's interesting, and not interesting. It's something that's very important, and it's something that we need to be conscious of. I think one of the hardest things for folks that are a part of 100 Devs is the networking. And not because, not just because like, yes, like it's work to be done, but there's a lot of things that come up mental health wise when it comes to networking. And so if networking is something that's impacting like your mental health and your physical well-being, please don't do it. Please don't like put yourself in situations where you're going to cause mental anguish and not be able to focus on studying and not being able to get the things done. Right? And so please make sure that when we move into the networking next week, if you are not able to do the networking for those reasons, just let me know. We're going to find an alternative that works for you, right? So that you can still be expanding your horizons, right? Expanding your network, because we know that it's important. The networking is important. But if it's going to preclude you from like getting to the promised land and getting that job, then it's not worth it, right? Know that if you're able and willing to, you should be doing the networking because it's going to help you get a job in the end. It's one of the biggest things that's going to impact you getting a job. But if it's the thing that's causing you to hit a roadblock and not be able to cross the finish line, then we need to roll that back for you and think of an alternative. So if you know that it's causing you like mental and physical pain, please don't put yourself through that. Reach out to me, use ModMail or a DM if you don't feel comfortable using ModMail. We'll find an alternative that works for you. And I'm not just I just don't want to list like random alternatives, just because I think this is like a very personal issue, and it's one of the things I talk to folks the most about. And so every person's gonna be different. There's gonna be different comfort levels of things that you can and are willing or able to do. And so we're gonna find that for you. Okay. All right. My anxiety thanks you. All right. Let's make it happen. Because there is something that you can do that's going to give you a benefit, and we'll find it. Next week, we're going to start the networking. With that caveat said, we're going to ease into it. 1 connection next week, shooting for 1 coffee chat next week, and we're going to ease back into it. For those of us who aren't sure, can you explain how to use ModMail? So on Discord at the top right, there should be something called ModMail. If you click on that, it should like tell you what to do and how to use it. So it just says like mod mail at the top. If you send a message to that bot, it comes to myself and the other moderators. I read all of them. It's just an easier system for me to like make sure that I'm responding. I respond to them first before any DM. So my chain of Discord goes like mods and mod chat just to make sure the community is going well, then mod mail, and then ask Leon, and then my DM. So that's kind of the priority of which I go through things. And so, ask Leon, mod mail, then DMs. So that's kind of where you know I'm going to see stuff. And so feel free, if it's something important, definitely use mod mail. If it's like a random question for me, use ask Leon. If it's code related, ping me on one of the code channels. And if it's personal, you can always DM me. My DMs are open. Cool. And if you know it's something longer, you can always book time with me. I'll open the booking time slots via the newsletter either later tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, you should be using mod mail, especially if you need to reach me or the other moderators. Definitely use mod mail. That's the best way to get in contact with us to get your stuff figured out. Cool. Client deadline, we're pushing it to March 16th. Just wanted to give folks a little bit more time, especially if they're not going after a traditional client and you're going for one of the alternatives, say a grassroots volunteer or free and open source software. So you can commit to either free software or you can do grassroots volunteering. Either of these work in lieu of a traditional client. Cool. If you're not following the clan, you should join our 100 Devs clan. You can win VIP here in this channel. The top member gets VIP, and the biggest leaderboard jump gets VIP each and every 2 weeks. And so Yash has made it to the top. I looked through their history. It looks good. It looks good. I am going to ask as we continue. Sorry, I'm going to say that second. And then Emma B was our biggest leaderboard jump. So every Friday I take a screenshot and I compare 2 weeks later. And so Yash came out on top this past week, and Emma B was the largest jump. So both of y'all will get VIP. I will set that up during one of our breaks. VIP gives you exclusive access to things on this stream that no one else has except for mods, not even subs. VIP gets the ability to post links. Whew, what heat. All right. So congrats to Yash. Congrats to Emma B. I'll go ahead and give you your VIP when we take our first break. Now, you too could experience the wonders of VIP by making it to the top of our leaderboard here, or being the person with the biggest jump week to week. And then if you are in the top 5, so if Yash, Wolfie, Brown Fox jumps, Ski, well, not Ski, and just because you're I don't think you're just because you're one of our most esteemed mentors, and blah, if you were to say be one of these top 5 and you were in good standing, you can move from Hamilton to Hopper. So if you are on this list and you are in Hamilton and would like to move to Hopper, send me a DM and we'll make that happen. Cool. Sam's coming. You going for the biggest jump? Let's go. Let's go. Alrighty. So we had some folks that have redeemed the Pokemon channel points redemption, and I have all the envelopes ready to go. I have everything ready to be sent, and I messaged them. Well, folks that have messaged me already, I messaged them all on Discord yesterday for the earlier folks, and so we're gonna do the drawing live right now, because why not? And so we have 10 folks that have redeemed the Pokemon cards. And so we're going to redeem it live right now, so there's no shenanigans. And then I'm going to plop those in the mail tomorrow. So your cards are on the way as soon as we redeem them. So here, if you do exclamation point Pokemon, it'll bring you to the list. All right, it'll bring you to the list. I am going to go ahead and inspect. Why can't I do inspect? It's blocking my inspect. What's the command for inspect? Command Shift I. I forget it. All right, let's do it over here. Inspect. Let's do the console. All right, so the first person that redeemed was Jimmy Kaba. Jimmy Kaba was the first person that redeemed, and I said that the first person that redeemed would get the best cards in my opinion. And so Jimmy Kaba, you are getting the pair. I said that you get the pair, which is the 2 legendary cats, let's call it. Let's make it real. These are both coming your way. So both of these are coming your way. I have a list over here that I'm keeping track of. So let me go. Why can't I? Hold on. Let me refresh real quick. It's not letting me right click or anything weird. There we go. All right. So these 2 are going your way. Because I said the first person that redeemed would get 2, and I think they're my favorites. So both of those are going your way, Jimmy Kaba. And then for all the rest, it's going to be 1 card. I'm keeping my list over here. All right. So those are going your way. Next person that is up, Vespera Lost. All right. Vespera Lost, you are up next. So what we're going to do is we are going to delete these 2 rows. Why is this freaking out on me? Huh. Hold on. It's like not letting me right click on any of these. Let's just go ahead and delete them. Hold on. Oh, I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. This is a different Chrome window. So this is a different Chrome window. This is the view only one. And I'm like, what's going on? Why can't I do anything? I got to come over here to my real window and I can delete those 2 on my end. Cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those 2 rows. Now we have 86 rows left. We have 86 rows left. So we have 86 rows. There are 2 rows here, 1 and 2, that are already taken up. If when I do the drawing, count the shows, thank you for the hydration. When I do the drawing, if 1 or 2 comes up, we're gonna run it again. We're gonna run it again. So if 1 or 2 comes up, we run it again. All right. All right. Thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you, Shells. All right, so let's do our first run here. There are 86 cards left. Let's go ahead and do a math.seal, math.random, and it's 86. So chat. So chat, we're rounding up. Math.random gives us between 0.01 and 1, timesing it by 86. So this should give us 1 through 86. All right. Vespera Lost. Here you go. 19. All right. What was 19? 19 was a Pokemon collector coming your way. Pokemon collector coming your way. Pokemon collector is coming your way. Keeping my list here. Cool. Pokemon collector's coming your way. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Next person that is up. Next person that is up is Spliff Gates. Spliff Gates, you are up. I'm just gonna go speed run and then run it back. Perfect day. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted sub. All right, Spliff Gates, you're up next. It is now 85. We're just gonna go ahead and do them right here. So 85. You got 11. 11 is a Reshiram. A Reshiram. That's a full art too. That's a full art. That's a sexy one. All right. Let me go ahead and grab that. I'm going to go ahead and copy it, and I'm going to delete it from here. Cool. Alrighty. Next one up is Bugaboo. Bugaboo, you are up. I'm just gonna do them all right now, and then I'll handle all the deleting and stuff just so we can move this along. All right, out of 84, you got a 62. So Bugaboo, you have 62. Bugaboo, you got a DeWatt. A DeWatt. All right, a DeWatt. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete that on my list. All right. I'm just going to watch this back to know which ones are which. All right. Next person up is Sergio Holograms. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 61. Ooh. Servine. Servine. All right. Servine. Going to go ahead and remove that from my list. All right. Next up is Chuford 24. Let's run this. 22. Oh, Deoxys. Oh, nice. Leon baiting you all out of your OnlyFans points. Nice. Good pull, Chuford. Let me pull this out of here. Cool. Next up is Manny Mantity. So Manny, you are up next. Manny, you're up next. Let's go ahead. It's 81. Manny, here you go. 78. Ooh, Sage's training coming your way. Coming your way, Manny. Gonna remove that from my end. And Sage's training. There's actually I have 3 of them, so we're just gonna turn that down to 2 and run it back. It's gonna still be 81. And next person up is PBJ Paper Life. PBJ Paper Life, you are up. Let's go ahead and run it back. 8. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Ooh, Absolute Prime. Oh, the art on this card is beautiful. This is a beautiful card. It is a beautiful card. All right, let me go ahead and pull this out of here. All right, next one we got. 2 more to go. Will, hope you get a good one. Hope you get a good one, Will. Hope you get a good one. All right. This is going to be out of 80 this time. Alrighty, you ready? Here we go, Will. 80. 80. All right, let's see what we got for 80. Magikarp. You got a Magikarp. Yay. Magikarp turns into one of the best mons in the game, you know? It's coming your way. Let me remove this for you. All right, and our last one is Suma Baden. All right, last run, Suma Baden. We're going out of 79 now. All right, let's hit it. 49. What do we got at 49? Ooh, a warp energy at 49. And we are going to go ahead. I have a couple of those that are in the mix, so we're going to go ahead and change that to 1. Nice. All right, that's the Pokemon cards. If anybody else would like to redeem the Pokemon channel points right now, you may go ahead and do so. We'll do it live right now. I'll give everybody maybe like a minute, like 10 seconds or so if they want to do it. Otherwise, we'll do it a little bit later on. All right. Spaghetti About It is ready to go. All right, let's go ahead. It's still out of 79. 3, 2, 1. Spaghetti About It, this is for you. 46. All right, what do we have at 46? Delibird. Hey. There you go. Dilibird's coming your way. Let me go ahead and remove this on my end. All right. Whew. That is everyone that redeemed the Pokemon card redemption for channel points. The cool thing is it just gets better, folks. It just gets better and better. The slides command needs to be updated to today's slides. I think that's the right one. Is that not the right one? Yeah, slide OOP home. That's good. Oh, I didn't put it on my, oh, that's the one that it should be. All right, hold on. Let me do that real quick. And then we're going to do one last one, and then we're going to keep moving. Oh, we're going to get to the big stuff. Folks. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. Good catch. Perfect. All right, slides has been updated. Sorry, folks. All right, last one. We got Crumb Hustler. Crumb Hustler's feeling froggy. They are ready to leap. You can see that we have 78 now on the list. 78 on the list. Crumb Hustler, are you ready? You feel the suspense? You feel that, chat? All right. 3. Oh, we got to change it to 78. 3, 2, 1. 57. All right, let's look at 57 here. Cricketoon. All right, Cricketoon coming your way. Nice. All right, let me remove this on my end. Cricketoon coming your way. Alrighty, folks. Thank you for playing. Thank you for redeeming your channel points. We will have this up. It'll stay up. And the cool thing is it just gets better, folks. It just gets better. The cards just get better. It just you can redeem it. Don't get to the OnlyFans point level because I don't want to have to be putting out that type of content. But thank you for the drawing. Alrighty. Weird. Alrighty. Let's keep moving. Alrighty. This is the biggest news. I'm not redeeming mine until I get OnlyFans. All right, folks, this is the big news. this has been something I've been working on for a long time. I've been working with lawyers, accountants, anything you can think of. I've been trying to set all this up. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of fun. There's still lots of stuff to do. But I am so happy to announce we're buying a startup. What? We're buying a startup. That's what we're doing. We're buying a startup. We're buying a startup. Get hype. Get hype. We're buying a startup. Let's do it. We're doing it. Hey. I'm going to explain why. Hold on. Let's just enjoy this moment for a second. This has been like 2 months of hard work. We're buying a startup. We're buying a startup. Feel the drop. It's a pretty good drop. We're buying startup. That's what we're doing. All of us. We're doing it together. Hey. All right. But why? What is the reason? What is the reason? What is the reason? Why are we buying a startup? All right. Let me explain. I want everyone here to have real experience and to get real money. So here's what I'm doing. As you know, all the bits, all the subbing, that gets donated to Resilient Coders. But as you know, I've been also doing these sponsorship deals. Okay? We've been doing these sponsorship deals. Just signed another one today. So we got about 15 to 20 grand to play with that's coming from these deals. And like I said, true to my word, I don't want that going into my pocket. And so I was thinking, what are we going to do with this massive chunk of money? And I said, what could we do that would give everyone real experience and real money? So we're going to buy a company that has some cash flow. A company that's a side project of somebody's, a smaller startup, something that's already been built in our stack that we're going to be learning here together. Right? And what we're going to do is we're going to run that company in the open. All the books will be open. All the money that comes in will be open. All of the customers that we land, everything will be done in the open. Meaning that if you choose to, and this is not mandatory, if you choose to, not only will you learn how to code, but you will also learn how to manage a small business. And the reason why I want to do this is that when you go to apply for a job, I don't want just a bootcamp on your resume. I don't want it to be just like I studied at 100 Devs, right? I want it to be a real company that you worked at as a contractor, right? And when somebody looks up that company, it's a real company that has real customers, that's making real money, right? And so the idea here is you will all, if you're here now, have the opportunity to be a contractor in the company that we buy together. That's going to mean that you can build real products for a real company, and any cash flow, right, that comes from that business, we're going to distribute to the folks that worked on the company. So if you commit tickets, right? Like if you work on issues that'll be on GitHub, at the end of each month, we take that cash flow, we remove anything that we need it to like keep the business running, like servers, Everything else, every month, will be distributed based on the issues and the point values of those issues. So not only will you be working for a real company with real experience, building real products, not some hypothetical bullshit, but like real something, right? You will be able to learn how to build a real product. You will learn how a real company works and operates, and will distribute the funds every month to the folks that work on the product. So you don't have to, but if you want to, that's what we're going to be doing together. And we're going to do this whole thing in the open. We're going to take that chunk of money that we've gotten from the sponsorship deals, and we're going to start looking at companies to buy. And so we're going to have a stream or two where we look up different companies. I've been making some deals. I've been calling some folks. I've been shaking some hands. There are a couple of cool ones I think would be fun for us to work on that are in our stack. But we're going to do that all live and open together. So if we find a company that we like, we're going to bring them on stream. We're going to grill them. We're going to ask them questions. Show us the code, right? Show us your statements, how much money really is coming in the door, right? And then once we find the right company, we're going to buy it and we're going to run it. And it's my hope that gives you like real tangible experience. And the other cool thing is that it's all going to be in the open. All of the code will be online. All the code will be in public repositories except for like API keys and like sensitive stuff. And my long-term goal is not only is it great experience for y'all, not as only a chance to make money for y'all, but it's going to be a code base that other learners can look at and actually be able to see. There's very few real companies that you can like look in and look at their code and see how things work and understand what's happening and be able to see like realistically what OOP does for you on the job, right? And so we're going to keep as much of the code as we can possibly can out in the open. We're going to keep all the financials out in the open, and we're going to make it so that anybody that's a part of the 100 devs community can contribute, right? Can contribute to the running of that company. Now, we're not going to start something from scratch because that wouldn't be helpful. Many things fail. It would take us too long to gain traction, right? So we're going to buy something. And you might say, well, what can I get for like 15 to 20K? And you can get a lot, actually. You can get a hell of a lot. There is seller side financing that we'll be pursuing where we have somebody that's just tired of running their business. We're going to buy it for the first year, right? We're going to pay them out a lump sum and then pay them out from the profit that we generate, right? Or we might buy a smaller business that's doing a little bit lower numbers and buy it outright. The sky's open. The sky's open. So we're going to be doing a stream maybe once a week or so where we start looking at companies to buy. We start talking through like all the decisions of like entrepreneurship and what things are important. And then we're going to start opening it up for y'all to start contributing. And so this is something that I hope that you are hyped for, that you're excited for, that's going to give you real world experience. And when it comes time to apply for a job, it's not going to be just something random. It's going to be a real company that you worked for, that you got paid at, that you've contributed real code to, that anyone can come and look at and see the things that you've built. They can talk to customers. And so I think I need to put some music and light on. 10-second warning. Hey, we're buying a startup. What's up, co-founders? How you doing? We're buying a startup. Buying a startup. Hey, buying a startup. Let's go. All right. And so we're going to take that momentum. And the reason why I wanted to buy a startup first is because there's going to be a lot of growing pains. there's going to be a lot of things to figure out. Hundreds of people working on one project together is not going to be an easy task. Finding mentors that can help grow the code base, working in groups on the things that we care about. We're going to have maybe folks that are focusing on the front end, folks that are working on the back end, DevOps, folks that are working on the design, folks that are working on the SEO, folks that are working on the marketing and outreach, like all that stuff we're going to figure out. But it's going to be a exercise in learning how to all work together, right? To work together, to build the systems that we need to build to make this work well, right? And we're not messing with anybody else's stuff. We're messing with ours, right? It's our company. We bought it. If we drive it into the ground, so be it. If we make it wildly profitable, so be it. We're going to try and do it together. And the reason why I wanted to start with that company that we bought is so that we can work through all the road bumps together, all the sticky things together. Building a company completely in the open, I don't think has ever really been done in terms of like live streaming, like the building of the code, the buying process, all that fun stuff. So I think there's gonna be a lot of road bumps, a lot of weird things to figure out, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I think it's gonna be a lot of worthwhile experience for you to like work on a real product. So I'm really excited for that. And this is gonna lead to the start of music and light warning. It's going to lead to the start of the 100 Dev Agency. Hey. We're starting an agency too, folks. We're starting an agency. It comes later, but that's what we're building up to. Let's go. Let's go. We're building an agency. Let's do it. Let's do it. Don't let this go. Oh, I appreciate y'all. I got a few things here that I had to get up to here. I think I missed a few. Grant, thank you for the tier 1. Bobby Lynn, thank you for the gifted sub. Perfect Day, thank you for the gifted sub. Anonymous Cheer, thank you for the 200 bits. Dallas P, thank you for the 100 bits. Take all my bits. Anonymous Cheer, thank you for the 200 bits. BB Tone, thank you for the 200 bits. Yomi 2, thank you for the 2 months. Let's go. Crow, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you for sending Jeff Bezos' bucks. Anonymous Cheer, thank you for the 100 bits. Dr. Misty, thank you for the 200 bits. Thank y'all. All right, so we're going to build out all the kinks. We're going to figure it all out together on our own startup, our own product. Cookie, A. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Highlighted message. Miriam said, so excited. Thank you so much. This has been open. Will this be open to international 100 devs members? Abso-freaking-lutely. I spent a lot of time talking to folks about how to do like international contractor payroll. That was fun to learn how to figure all that out. But yeah, this is completely open to folks that are international as well. Cookie, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you. And another one too. Thank you for the gifted sub to Mark. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, yeah, open to everyone. If you're here, you're part of 100 devs, this is an opportunity for you as well. Cool. Whew. Now, the agency is something different, right? I want to figure out all the kinks, all the roadblocks, all the weird stuff together on our own company, our own thing. And then once this is working, we're going to start taking on clients that want to build real products, and they want to build them in the open, where they have hundreds of folks working on the project, hundreds of folks that are willing to be thankful that they're choosing us as an agency, to follow them on Twitter, to retweet and like the things that are doing. Our agency will not only be a place to get wonderful code built, it'll be a springboard for launching your company, right? And so we work on our own startup first, figure out how to make all of this work, And once we feel comfortable that we know how to make it work, we're building the agency. And so why build the agency? Here's some things I believe at the core of my being. General Knox, thank you. Not really enough words to say thank you. Hey, Knox, I appreciate that. Education should be free. Education should provide a stipend, meaning that you should get paid for some of the work that you put in. And education should be practical. By building out an agency, the next wave of 100 Devs members will always have a free bootcamp experience here live on Twitch. But there's an opportunity, if we're able to build out the agency, the money that's coming in can go back out to the students. Therefore, when they're putting in all that time and effort, they're getting paid for all that time and effort. MB, hey, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate the support. Peanut, hey, I appreciate the love. Thank you. And education should be practical. By building out the agency and our own products, you're working on real code, building real things. It's not tic-tac-toe. It's not all the other bullshit that you do when you're a new developer. It's real products for real people that make real money. And so when it comes time to apply for jobs and they ask for your experience, you will cackle as you show them your portfolio of all the real companies that you've worked with and all the real code that you've produced. And not only will they have to trust your word for it, they can go see the companies. They can see the code that's live on GitHub. It was all done in the open. Cool. So we're buying our own startup first. We're going to build out all the kinks. Then we're going to start taking in clients that want to build products. We will be the best place to learn code online. It will always be free. It'll hopefully be paid. We're not talking big bucks here, but something coming in, and it'll always be practical. Cool. Now, the core of this is something I'm calling open core. This is a term that other folks use too. The thing here is I want all of this to be done, like I said, in the open. All of our code will be open. All of the decisions we make will be in the open. All of our finances will be in the open. This will be a real thing that other folks that are learning can come and look at. Folks that are interested in entrepreneurship can come and look at. And to support all of this, we're building out some other things too. And I have them kind of like ready to go. You're going to see the trigger starting to get kind of unleashed next week on the wave of a lot of this stuff. The first big thing is the 100 Dev Stream Team. If you want to be working on these products, I'm going to really encourage you to work on them in the open, live, so that people can see you working on these things, that people can ask you questions, that you can get help while you're working, pair programming, coding live, all the things that you're working on, right? And so we're building out the stream team for 100 devs, folks that are either working on content related to the 100 Devs Bootcamp, or content that's related to the company that we bought and the agency that we run. I think by doing this all live, it'll be a wonderful way for you all to grow some of your audience, for you to build up some authority online, and will be a way for me to take the 300 plus folks that are here now and funnel them to you. So I'm going to share kind of like a sign up if you're interested in streaming any of this stuff live, if you're interested in sharing content related to 100 Devs Live. I want to support you in that. And so starting tomorrow, you're going to see a new channel on our Discord for when folks in the 100 Devs family go live. And so, of course, we have Diabolical as the first person in that channel. Whenever they go live, you will see that in that channel that they have gone live. What? Whoa. Wilson F. Baby, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. What? That's wild. I'm not ready for this class. I'm too hype. Wilson F. Baby, thank you for the love. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Rockefeller, they missed out. What can I say? All right. So if you're interested in streaming 100 Devs content, you're interested in lifting up other folks in your community, let's reach. I'm going to send out a form for people to sign up. I have some things I think might be good things for you to stream, but by any means necessary, do whatever you want. Diabolical will be the first person that we'll be highlighting. We're going to be setting up a raid for them soon so we can all go, show them love, do follows, all the wonderful stuff. So they'll be the first, and you'll be able to see whenever they go live. And then as other folks want to start kind of contributing to the 100 Devs ecosystem, whether they are working through class material, struggling through the homework, supporting others in learning, building products for our startup, or working with real clients live, I'm hoping that that all goes out into the world, building up the 100 Devs brand so that more folks can come and learn all this stuff for free. Zero money. Get paid. What? Let's go. Let's go. The other thing we're doing is we're starting a blog. So we're going to start the 100 Devs blog. The 100 Devs blog will be where I have a list of things that I think are really important topics that I personally don't have the time to cover, but I think could be really beneficial for others to tackle and grapple and come up with really... Hey, Simba. Come up with really... Somebody's like banging the heck out of downstairs. You're okay. Simba's hype. Simba's like, let's go. I think one of the best things you can do is learning in the open. I think one of the best things you can do is put hard work into ideas, knowing that you're going to share them with others. And I want that experience for y'all. I want you to take a week tackling a tough subject and make sure that others can understand it. Not only does that strengthen our community, but it strengthens your authority. It strengthens the skill set that you have. And so the blog is coming out too. Kristen, when is all this stuff happening? The stream team is set up tonight. So you'll see the channels open up in Discord. I'll send out a forum tomorrow if you would like to join the team. And then I'm going to start adding folks to that team tomorrow as well. We'll be setting up the raid for Diabolical soon so that we can all go and give them love and follows and subs and all that wonderful stuff. And then the blog rolls out next week. And our first stream of looking at companies starts next week as well. So we got all of this is kind of the ball's getting rolling. I've been working on a lot of this stuff behind the scenes for a long time. And so you're going to start to see these things come out. I've set up a lot of systems that we're going to start seeing things where you can start contributing right away. And yeah. Cool. Javi says, I want to sub, but I'm not sure what it means with the periods. You can set up like a sub. You can sub for like 1, 3, 6 months or a year. That's all it means is just how long like do you pay up front for the sub. That's all. It's just a time period. All right. Whew. We all got a fresh start. We're doing some big, exciting things. And there's one other thing too. So the bits and the subs are always going to Resilient Coders. That will never change. Some folks have always asked me to set up donations, like the ability to do like ! Donate. If you donate, I'm only leaving it open for, I don't know, probably like until we buy the company. So right now, if you do ! Donate, that is open. And if you do ! Donate, that just goes into the fund that we're going to use to buy our company. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So folks have asked me like literally once or twice a week, I get asked, hey, can I donate? Can I donate? Can I donate? The answer has always been no, because I just don't want it open. I'd rather you sub, and I'd rather you don't worry about doing any of that stuff. But if you feel inclined, the bits and the subs always go to RC. But folks keep asking me about like the direct donation stuff. And so if you do it, that money just goes straight into the fund to buy the company. That's all it is. So I'm going to leave that open until we buy the company, and then it will probably never come back. Alrighty. Do we have an updated schedule for class with all these changes, like a weekly basis? Yeah, we'll update things. For now, Tuesday, Thursday will always be class. We're trying that rotating day for office hours, and then we'll start adding stuff as we need to. So for right now, Tuesday, Thursday is always class. Sunday, it seems like it'll be our office hours for a little bit. We're going to probably be adding some Mondays or Fridays, but we haven't. God damn it. This is why I didn't want to do this. Toad, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. You're right, Reptar. Tone, thank you for the 50. That's wild. Okay. Now that's just going straight into the buying the company fund. Bobby Lynn, thank you for the 25. Let's go indeed. And $5 from Sergio Holograms. Let's get this startup going. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Get the hell out of here. All right, I might turn this off. This is wild. Oh, Jesus. Diabolical, of course. Hell yeah. I want to see that. I want to see a raid of hundreds. That's what I want from you. Electro Jesus, thank you for the 50. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. You're amazing. It helped me get out of a rut I was in. Still lost, but getting better all the time. Hey. Love it. Constant improvement. That's what we're shooting for, folks. Winter, thank you for the 10. Cookie Codes, thank you for the 15. Oh, geez, Louise. Kate, HTML, CSS, JS, thank you for the 50. This is. Thank you, Leon. Your class is better than any other I've ever had for any subject. I homeschool my ADHD, dyslexic, dysgraphic kids, project-based mostly, and your ethos and mind are intertwined. Free, practical, accessible to all. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Gonna be bigger than Bitcoin, to the moon. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling this is like our to the moon moment. No, stop. Ugh. I will donate more next week. No, never doubt how amazing you are. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate you. Nurkler, thank you for the 20. Feels good, man. But really, though, when we gonna cat jam? Manny, thank you for the 25. Let's go. Thank you, Leon. We love you. Hey, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to all of y'all. Anon, thank you for the 5. This means more than you can know. Hey, shut up. This don't feel right. Stop. Asheron 1, thank you for the 100. What? 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 Ash, thank you so much. What if we suck right now? Can we still work there? Yes, this is for everyone. Oh boy. Oh, all right. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just like, I just don't want to talk. Jeff Bezos. Sucking at something is the first step to be kind of good at something. Absolutely, Cross. Old coder check. This class literally keep me going. Thank you. Thank you for the 25. Izzy. Boats and logs and startups. Thank you for the 25. Sheenan. Thank you for all you do, Leon. You're changing lives for the better. I hope to be in the position to do the same one day. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, Sheenan. Thank you for the 30. Hey. By being here, you're doing it. By showing up, contributing, helping folks on Discord, you're doing it. We're already helping each other. It's not a someday thing. It's an already thing. If you put in work on that Discord, you help folks when they're down, when you help folks when things don't make sense, you're doing it already. It's not a future thing, it's a now thing. We're here to help each other get to that finish line. Jeff Bezos, thank you for the 5. Here for the food, thank you for the 25. Like someone said, there are not enough words to thank you. Thank you for everything. Hopefully one day you get the Nobel Prize for all the amazing work you do. Thank you here for the food. For the food. If you saw Leprechaun, say yeah. Thank you for the 20. We live, baby. Throwing my name in the ring to do marketing for the agency. Love it. No muscles. Thank you for the 1337. You were doing something really special here. I've never seen anything like it. Privileged to be on this ride. Hell yeah. Happy to have you, No Muscle. A post on Reddit started all this, and look at where we're here now. Mind blowing. Right, Javi? Whew. Let's go. Oh, Rossi, Leon, you're a rock star. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the 25. Oh, ooh. Hold on, I need music. I need something. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let's do other music. Other music I know is lower. What? Accordionette, thank you for the 50. Leon, you have helped me to believe in myself when I thought I couldn't. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate those kind words. Baby Corn, 25. Let's go. Let's go. Garrett Thor, 100 jobs, please. 100 jobs. Well, 99. 99 now. Let's go. Thank you for 25. We are encapsulating 100 devs. Pasta Tofu, thank you for the 10. And Jimmy Kava, thank you for the 10. I'm excited for you to get those cards, Jimmy. All right. Hold on. I missed 2 stretches. Medi, thank you for the stretch. Yomi, too, thank you for the stretch. BRB, I'm going to get that stretch in real quick. Ooh. You know you don't get to see this. This is OnlyFans content. Oh, yeah. And Twitch novelty account, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And Dragonoid, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. All right, folks, we gotta take a break soon. Jeez Louise. All right, hold on. We gotta take a break. We went way too long. I'm gonna recap everything. I'll recap everything. Hold on. Jeez, it keeps coming in. What? Stop. Oh my god. This is wild. This is wild. Okay. Pair Purpose, thank you for the 50. Thanks for being awesome. Cheese, please. I want to be on the stream team. Let's go. For real, the GOAT, Leon. 1389. Thank you so much. Simba Mashi. Thank you for the 2. Chop. Thank you for the 10. I'm on the UX department. There we go. Love it. Excited for you to be in the UX department. It's just Andy. Thank you for the 25. Whew. All right. Hold on. We had a lot of stuff that happened recently. Let's recap, and then we're going to take a break. Let's recap, and then we're going to take a break. But I only know how to do this one way. This is your 10-second warning. 10-second warning. I only know how to do this one way. And we're going to take a break. We're going back through it, folks. We're going going back through it. Oh yeah, feel the hype. Live crafting your story class on Friday. Office hours Sunday. Fresh start. The slate has been wiped clean. I don't care if you missed homework. I don't care if you didn't network. You're welcome back into the fold. Fresh start, baby. Look at that smile. Next week, we're bringing back in the networking. But if you need an alternative, you're going to reach out and talk to me. Client deadline, March 16th. We don't need just a regular client. You can also do some client alternatives. You can do a grassroots volunteering. You can work on a free and open source software product. We already saw some folks get VIP for being at the top of our clan here. And Emma B was the biggest jumper. Yash was the number one. BZ, thank you for the hydration. Oh boy. Orasi, thank you for the 500. Tell the missus I said thank you as well. I won't say their names because I don't want to dox anyone, but tell them I said hello. I'll send them an email too to say thank you as well. Thank you both so much. We're just gonna have to buy a bigger company, folks. That's just what just happened. We're buying a bigger company. Oh, Rossi, the missus, thank you so much for the 500. That's wild. That's wild. Everyone that's donated, everyone that's put in some. I don't even know what to say. Holy moly. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Everyone that's in this chat right now, every person that shows up to do the work, I appreciate the hell out of all of y'all. We got to finish up. We got to finish the hype, and then we got to take a break. I'm so sorry we went way over our normal time. I'm going to finish up real quick. This is your warning. I'll give you 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, baby. We also did all the Pokemon redemptions today. They're all going in the mail tomorrow. Big news, we're buying a startup. We're buying a bigger one now, folks. We're buying a big old startup now. Once we figure out all the kinks, we're starting an agency. This is so that all of y'all have free, stipended, practical education, working on real stuff, real experience, nothing fake. Open court, everyth's open. We have the stream team starting off with the Bolical and myself, hopefully adding more folks this weekend. We're having a blog that's rolling out next week. Oh, I didn't get to this yet. We gotta take a break. A perfect day. Thank you for the 25. Thank you, Leon. This community you're building is amazing. No, this community that we are building is amazing. I appreciate all the love. All right, we got to take a break. One new thing about breaks is that we're trying something out. We're going to run ads during the break. Ads, no. A problem that a lot of our 100 Devs members have is that when they refresh the stream, they got to sit through like 90 seconds of ads to get back to class. Or when somebody joins and the class has already been going, they got to sit through like a minute of ads just to get into class. So when we take our break, since we're all taking a break anyway, and we shouldn't be here, we should be getting up, like relaxing our eyes. If we're able to move, right? We're just going to run ads during that time too. So we're going to bring up the timer. And we're going to bring up the timer. And my hope is that since we're running ads during this time, new folks that come or folks that are like have to refresh because of stream quality, they don't miss out on anything. So that's the reason. All the ads just go to RC anyway. Like, I don't make any money off of this. Like I'm not running ads to run ads. I'm just running ads because it sucks that folks that are trying to join the stream can't join the stream and they got to sit through ads. So we're going to run them while we take our break. All right. All right, folks, let's take our break. We got more good stuff when we come back. I can't believe we still got more good stuff when we come back. Thank you, everyone, for the love. Come on back. 5 minutes. And I'll see you all in 5 minutes. I'm going to run some ads. If you're subbed, you won't see anything. If you haven't gotten a gifted sub or anything like that, you might see some. So I'm still here, but we're running 90 seconds. Cool. All right. Yeah, I have no idea. Pie. Let's birth this agency, y'all. Thank you for the 25. It's just all Domino's ads. So there should be an ad right now that's running for the next minute. If you do not see an ad right now, that is because you are either subbed or have received a gifted sub. And I think that a lot of, like, we have so many gifted subs that I really feel like most people might already have a gifted sub. So. Hadoken, Leon outdid himself. Hey, I'll take it. Are we still gonna have Remo tonight? I think so. I like the actual class time, like the OOP review. I don't think will take us too long. So I still think we might have some time. Is your booking up? No, but I'm gonna DM you. I still got to get to your DM. I'm gonna DM you after class, and we'll set up a time to talk one-on-one. You don't have to worry about signing up. I'll get a one-on-one with you. Can we do a GoFundMe to contribute to the startup? Maybe. I really don't like the, like the most of it's just going to come from the sponsorship deals. So all the money I get from sponsorship deals, that's going to be the big thing. I don't really want other folks to be putting up too much. And so I think we're just going to do that. I appreciate all the donations. That's just going to build up our coffer. I want to keep it between us. So I don't think I want to put it out there for anybody else, but maybe that might change. That's kind of just my thoughts. I think the sponsorship deal money is enough. Anything extra just gives us a little bit more wiggle room in the negotiations. So if we are complete newbies and a little behind, will we still be able to contribute to this agency? Absolutely. Yes. There will be tickets of all sizes. Forgot to put the music on. We're still on break. Can't be doing this darn break. Oh my god. Pi, thank you for the 25. Dinger Code, thank you for the 114. What is going on? Code with Kenny, what up? Glad you got here. Wow. Leon, you are beautiful. Create. I love it. Appreciate it. I like my hair today. All right, folks, we got about 1:30 left on this break. If you're able to take a break, please take a break. I'm going to thank everyone when we come back. Dinger, thank you so much. I'm going to make sure that when everybody comes back for break, we also say thank you again. This has been a wild night. This has been hype. Hype night. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been wild. Got about a minute left on our break. Remember, we're in this for the long haul. If you are just joining us, this is a completely free 30-week software engineering bootcamp. All the sponsorship deals we've been making, we're buying a startup with that money so that you can get real world experience building real products, so that when you apply for jobs, it's not just a bootcamp on your resume. It's a real company that people can see and interact with, that has real customers, and you can actually show them the code that you worked on. Leon, I'm building a blackjack strategy training app with OOP. It's going so well, I decided to break everything by allowing any number of players at the table. Considering OOP was killing me a week ago, I'm super hyped. Thanks for helping everyone along. Hey, that's awesome. That's so cool. Will the startup have actual clients and will do actual work? Yes, absolutely. We're buying one that already has customers. Like, we're not buying something that's new. We're buying something that people are already paying for. That's using the stack that we're learning. I've already been talking to a few folks, but we're going to do it all together. We're going to do it all together. Welcome back, folks. Hope your break went well. Come on back from the break. Come on back from the break. Indifferent Ghost, you missed it. It's been so wild. Yes, welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. We are buying a startup. We're taking all of our sponsorship money, buying a company that is making real money. We're opening it all so that everyone here can work on a real company with real experience, building real products, building with real teams. All the cash flow that comes from the company is going back to the folks that worked on the tickets for that month. So every month we'll disperse whatever cash flow comes in, gets dispersed to everyone that worked on it, so that when you go to apply for jobs, it's not just a boot camp that's on your resume. It's real products with real experience, working with real teams, and everything will be open so that other folks that are trying to learn, when they come to learn OOP, it won't just be some theoretical thing. They can come, look at our code base, at our company, at our startup, and look, this is what OOP does for you in a real code base. Members of the stream team will hopefully be streaming, working on the company, building different products. We'll blog about it. We're going to make this the best place to learn how to code online. Need a lead dev? Abso-frickin-lutely. You're the person I've been thinking about this whole damn time. We'll talk. I'll hit you up after stream. I'm a real business person. All right. Thank you, everyone. As always, I appreciate all the love and support tonight. The gifted subs have been wild. The bits and the cheering, like as always, the subs, the bits and cheering, that goes to the nonprofit I work at during the day. And while we're in buying company mode, the donations are on ! Donate. That has been absolutely bonkers this evening. All that's going into the pool so we can buy a larger company. I appreciate the hell out of all of you all. Thank you for being here. We still got some heat to get to. And if you're new and you want to learn how to code, welcome. ! 100 devs, how you join our free software engineering bootcamp. We're going to have a complete review class, not this Sunday, next Sunday. We've wiped the slate clean. This is your chance to get caught up, to join us live before we get into back end. I'm going to review everything you need to know before we go into the back end, not this Sunday, next Sunday. Katie, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. Is this truly the best stream ever? I hope so. Alrighty. During the break, we had, Jesus, Orasi, thank you for the 500. That's so wild. A Perfect Day, thank you for the 25. Pi, thank you for the 25. Dinger, thank you for the 114. Holy smokes. What a night. And we're not even done yet. We haven't even gotten to class time yet. Jeez. Alrighty, folks. Let's keep pushing. I'm going to chill the music here. Remember, open core. All right. I gotta put the music warning. light warning. We got our first hire, folks. The whole reason we're doing this. The goal was 100 folks, 100 jobs, and we got our first. We got our first hire. Somebody just started their job this week. I'm not gonna front. I read the email. I cried a little bit. That's the goal, folks. That's why we're here. I want all of y'all to make it across that finish line, to get the job, right? And to see that happening, that's the best. So this was me live when I figured it out. If they want to share in the celebration channel, I'll let them share in the celebration channel. I don't want their DMs to get exploded, but if they want to share in the celebration channel, they can. But we got our first hire, and they started this week, which is wild. They reached out to someone. That person saw how hard they were working, looked at their portfolio that included the work that we had been doing in 100 devs. They had been doing some of the push work as well, so that was in their portfolio. And the person said, let's try it. Let's do it. And they got hired. So it's wild. It's working, folks. It's working. And so excited. So that was our first hire. First hire is done. We're buying a company. You're all going to get real experience working on real products. You're all going to get real jobs. I don't know. This feels like one of the best weeks ever, part 3. And let's finish it off with a raffle. So if you haven't already, ! Raffle. This is the limited edition Micro Leon merch here. This will never be run again. This Champions long sleeve will never be run again. And if you squint real hard, you will see some of the new emotes that are coming, folks. We got a winking Leon for whenever we do the wink. We got a Discord Leon for whenever I talk about Discord. We got a smile just for when we're happy, folks. So these are all coming. If you go ahead and do ! Raffle, you will enter the raffle. I'm going to leave it open just for a few more seconds here, probably 30 seconds, then we're going to jump into everything. So go ahead. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds to get in here. And then if you win, you can follow the link to redeem it right away. For some reason, you don't see that link or you get flooded, DM me. I finally figured out how to send the redeem link. So you can always hit me up on Discord too to get the redemption as well. Alrighty. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Alrighty. Here we go. I'm going to pick the winner. I'm going to close the entries. And picking the winner now. Life is a Garden 23. Congrats on your limited edition Micro Leon merch. Go ahead and click that link. You have to log in with your Twitch account. And you will get that limited edition, never to be seen in this Champions fit again. Congratulations. Cool. All right, folks. What a day. What a day. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. I'm so excited to be building this all with you. I'm so excited that you're all here, pushing, frying your brain night after night, learning all this hard material. Let's go ahead and make some nerds angry again. So we are going to go ahead. I don't know if you saw the link, Life. Hold on. Let me see if I can grab it for you. It did go by a little fast. There you go. Can I just copy? Hold on. Thank you. Of course, Alyssa. Thank you so much. I always try to grab it, and then by the time I get back to chat, Alyssa always has it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Yeah, just go ahead and follow that link, and you'll be able to redeem it. All right. So we're going to quickly review objects, not like all the normal stuff. We're just going to go right into the OOP. We're going to look at a class. We're going to go into OOP. Then we're going to build a class together. And then once we're done building that class together, we're going to pop over to Remo and you all are going to do it together in groups. And I'm going to mix the groups. So you're going to work in a group on building a class together, talking through the 4 pillars of OOP. And then I'm going to scramble y'all and you're going to do it again. And I'm going to scramble y'all, you're going to do it again. So by the end of the night, you'll have worked with 3 different teams to walk through encapsulation, to walk through abstraction, walk through inheritance, to walk through polymorphism. We're going to do it once together. Right? Once together, and then you're going to do it 3 times with other folks. So by the end of tonight, you will have a lot of practice with OOP. You should feel comfortable with the 4 pillars, and we'll move into next week figuring out the last few things we need to know about JavaScript before we go into the backend. Cool. Remember, objects are collections of variables and functions. Just one entity that has these variables and functions. It represents the attributes and behavior of something in a program. We call the variables properties and we call the functions methods. Cool. You can think of a physical object. And in fact, when you're thinking of OOP, you should be thinking of real objects, real physical objects that have attributes and behaviors, properties and methods. And we have this lovely new class-based syntax that makes it easy to create these objects, right? To create these objects. So we have a constructor. We have the this, which is creating an instance of an object from the constructor. We have these lovely methods that each object that comes out will have. And then we're able to create an object using that class. You can always think of classes like templates for your objects. Cool. So why would we use objects? Why would we need a factory? I'm not gonna do the the hype music for the review, just because we've had so much hype tonight. We just gotta get into it. Booty Liquor, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. So why objects? Why these classes? What if there was a system, a paradigm, a set of rules that we agreed upon, right? Oh, I forgot to take it out of the store. Indifference always a step ahead. Big brain thinking right there. I had to put one in the store to run the raffle, but I forgot to make it hidden. Well done. I'm glad you got it. So slightly a run of 2, we shall say. A run of 2. All right. What if there was a paradigm, a system of rules, something that made it easier to add new stuff, made it easier to read code that was already coded, made it easier to be not afraid to make changes? Well, that's what all object-oriented programming is about. OOP, baby. I'm not going to do the hype music, don't worry. We've already done that enough. We're just going to go through the 4 pillars. So we're going to work through object-oriented programming. We're going to talk about the 4 pillars again in plain language, no big words. We're going to do it together live, and then you are all going to get practice. Funny commentary, I was in checkout. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the 4 pillars. So if we were doing code kind of procedurally, one of the things that all new developers kind of do is they declare a bunch of variables, they have a bunch of function declarations, but their code's kind of all over the place. You have your variables over there, you have your functionality over there with your functions, and it's not easy to like know what's affecting what or what function uses those like global variables is where we all start. But we really want to get to this idea where we're fusing our data, like our variables and stuff, and our functionality together, right? We fuse it together. And that idea of fusing our data and functionality together, that is encapsulation. So it's just kind of putting your variables and your functions all together into one nice, neat object. It's the process of storing our functions with their associated data, which is just like the properties that we see in an object, into one thing. So you are encapsulating when you put your functionality, your functions, and your data, your variables into one entity, into one object. You are encapsulating. Right? Now, another pillar that we have to worry about is the idea that we want to be able to hide complex or unnecessary details, right? We want to be able to implement things without understanding or even thinking about all the complexity that's happening. When I sit down in a car and I am using the steering wheel, I am not worried about how the engine is burning gasoline and oil keeping everything going, right? I'm not worried about that. I'm just turning the steering wheel, right? So we can say that the engine and how all of that is functioning is abstracted away from the driving experience. I'm just turning on to the steering wheel. All this complexity is happening. I don't care. I'm given an interface. I'm giving a way to interact with the car that is the steering wheel, right? That is the steering wheel. And all of the heavy, complicated stuff is abstracted away from me. How do you go about writing pseudocode with OOP in mind? I like to just think about my actual things I'm building as actual objects. And as long as I'm thinking about things in terms of like real physical objects, the OOP kind of comes naturally. And so that's something you're going to practice today and something we're going to do live. All right. The reason why we want to be able to abstract, like the reason why we don't want to think about the engine while we're driving the car is because that enables us to write smaller, more manageable pieces of code. I can focus on one part of my project and not worry about the other part of the project breaking, right? I can sleep well at night knowing that all the other developers in the agency that I work at, if I'm not going to be stepping on their toes, breaking the things that they've already put a lot of hard work and time and energy into, right? And the really cool thing is that it enables us to do stuff once. I figure out how to build an engine. I don't ever have to rebuild an engine again. I can put that same engine inside of every car, never worry about it. I don't have to, every time I want to drive left, I don't have to create another engine. If I want to drive right, I don't have to create another engine. If I want to back up, I don't have to create another engine. If I want to go forward, I don't have to create another engine. I created one engine and all the complexity is hidden from me. And when I need to use it, I can use it, right? I can use it, okay? So that's called abstraction, right? All abstraction is hiding the details and showing what is essential so that you can have simple, predictable, manageable code, do stuff once, not step on any toes, and sleep a little easier at night knowing that once you figured out that one piece of code, you're not really going to break it by writing other code. All right. If you're new here, we've had 2 classes on this already, so this is kind of like a speed review. We're trying not to use any big words here. But if you want to dive deeper into these 4 pillars of OOP, then you can definitely go ahead and look at our last class that's here on this channel. Alrighty. What if we want to create new objects based on old ones? And you know what? Just eliminate a whole bunch of redundant code. Well, that's inheritance. That's all inheritance is. Inheritance is just making a class from another class to share properties and methods. That's all it is. What if new objects could be based on old ones? And the structure we use is a class, and we extend a class from another class so that we get some base properties and methods. That's all inheritance is. All right. And the last of the big 4, a piece of code that automatically works with a bunch of different objects. This is as simple as I think I can get polymorphism. Just a piece of code that works automatically with a bunch of different objects. Polymorphism allows us to override a method. So this is the example I'm thinking of. Polymorphism allows us to override a method in every child class so that it'll do what we want or expect. That's it. Just a piece of code that automatically works with a bunch of different objects. And the example that we saw a bunch last class was that it gave us the ability to kind of just override a method in every single one of our children, right? Inside of every single one of our children classes. And then when we did that for loop, it just still worked. Cool. Why do we use polymorphism? It's instead of using conditionals and switch cases, it just enables our code to work, right? That's polymorphism, baby. All right. So let's just run back the 4 pillars. We're going to run back the 4 pillars. It's so clean. I love it. We're going to run back the 4 pillars, and then we're going to code some stuff live. We're going to start building our agency. We're going to do it live. All right. Encapsulation. Before, we used to have our properties and methods all over the place. What encapsulation enables us to do is to bring all of our data and functionality into one entity. That's an object. We're going to have our properties and our methods all in one thing. That's encapsulation. And why is that important? Why is that important? It makes it easier to add new stuff. We're not chasing down our code elsewhere in our code base. It makes it easier for us to read what was already coded, meaning that we don't have to sit there and guess and dig through functions all over the place. And it makes it so that we're not afraid to make changes. We know that everything's encapsulated together. And so when I update something, I know that I'm probably just affecting that object. Abstraction. It's just about hiding the details and showing what is essential. But why? Why is abstraction important? It makes our code smaller and more manageable, right? We can split up the complexity of our project into manageable parts and then never worry about them. Once we build the engine, we don't have to rebuild the engine ever again. We can use it anywhere else when we're trying to build our car. If we abstract things correctly, we can make changes and sleep well at night knowing that some other developer in our agency is not going to break the code that we've already written. Milk froth. Inheritance is just making a class from another class to share a set of properties and methods. So instead of having to redundantly recode everything over and over again, we can inherit some properties and inherit some methods and not worry, right? Not worry about having to redo our code over and over and over again. And it just saves us some time, right? Helps you eliminate redundant code. All right, the last one and probably the hardest, polymorphism. Just a piece of code that automatically works with a bunch of different objects, right? The example we were seeing is that we had this method that we overridden each child class, but still did what we want it to do. Why is polymorphism important? All right. All right. Why is polymorphism important? Helps you avoid conditional logic, helps you avoid switch cases, and makes your code more reusable. And as we start to dig deeper, we're going to see that polymorphism really helps support inheritance, and it also really helps support the other pillars of OOP. Whoo! All right, folks. So what I would like to do is to build a class together. We're going to build a contractor class, and then we're going to build different members of our team. Maybe a front-end engineer, maybe a back-end engineer, maybe a UX professional. And so I'm going to go ahead and open our starter code from this evening, which is the if you look at our starter code this evening, we have this objects practice. That's what I am using. So objects practice. Indifferent. TypeScript nerd of the team. I see you, Peanut. All right. Let's go ahead and open this up. If you're new here, you need the starter code. You can do !Discord. That'll bring you to our Discord community. Agree to our rules, and there will be a follow-along materials channel that has all the starter code that we're going to work through. So the idea here is that we want to come up with a parent class, and we're going to work through this. All right? We're going to work through this. We're going to just get a parent class up. And then we are going to think about how we can abstract some stuff. Then we're going to think about how we can inherit to a subclass. And then we're going to think about how polymorphism can be used here. Okay, so let's go ahead and code this out together. And then we are going to break to Remo, and you're going to do it together in groups. So let's go ahead and do one together. So I'm going to go ahead and create a class called Contractor. All right, you will all be contractors in our new agency. And I'm going to make this a capital letter since it is a class. Cool. Great. So now we have our contractor class. What I want to be able to do is I want to go ahead and create a constructor. What should each contractor have? Like what's some properties, chat, that our contractor should have? A name. All right, let's do a name. Hands. Name and role. I like role. I like name and role. I think those are good. Let's start with those two. So let's go ahead and do this dot name equals name, and this dot role equals role. Let's start there. We'll get to abstraction in a second. Let's start there. Cool. What's a method that each of our contractors should have? What's a method that each of our contractors should have? They can code. Okay, I like that. F you pay me. I like it. I like it. Well, let's do a yeah, what their role is. I like that. Let's do like a what their role is. Like I don't know. Let's say a greet, right? Like we want to be able to greet other folks on our team. Or let's just call this say hello. Say hello. Great. So we want to be able to like say hello. All right. And let's make this a console log. And we're going to put our ticks in here, and we're going to say, hello, I am a, and we're just going to plug in their role, this dot role, at 100 devs. Or no, I'm going to say I am on the blank team at 100 devs. Cool. Hello, I am on the blank team at 100 devs. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and try creating a contractor and seeing what we get. Let's go ahead and try creating a contractor here. Let's go ahead and create Bob, set it equal to a new contractor, and we're going to pass in a name, Bob, and they are going to be on the front end team. Their role will be front end. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and save this. We're going to open this in wait, did I put this in the wrong one? Whoops. Sorry, folks. I'm just going to copy this over real quick. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and save this, and then I'm going to open it in my browser. So I have my objects practice. I'm just going to go ahead and open this. Let me go and inspect. Go to the console. All right. So now we have our console. Everything should be saved. Let's see if we have Bob. Great. We can see that Bob is a contractor, right? Right. Bob is a contractor. And let's go ahead and do bob.name. We get Bob, and let's go ahead and get bob.role. Great, front end. Now that we have Bob as a contractor, and it looks like we're able to create new contractor objects. There's something that might keep us up at night, folks. Something that might keep us up at night if we're working in an agency and this code base is getting big, it's getting robust, what's something that might keep us up at night, chat? Yeah, let's change Bob's name to Simba. Let's try it. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do Bob.name equals Simba. Cool. Let's ask for Bob.name again. And we're getting Simba. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank you for the opportunity to finally work alongside Bob. Uh-oh. Is Bob's name Simba? Uh-oh. How? So this is a problem. If there's 100 of us working together on a code base, eventually somebody might accidentally rename a class's name, right? They might be working on some code about how to like pull all the names of a contractors on a certain project. They might accidentally do something that forcefully like updates a name. And so what can we do to make sure that that doesn't happen? What technique are we going to use here from object-oriented programming? What are the big four are we going to use? Yeah, we're going to use like a very mild form of abstraction here. Very mild form of abstraction. A nerd-shaking form of abstraction here. All right. Let's go back. So far, this class is an example of what, chat? What is this class an example of, chat? Ooh, Tony Diamond. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, this class so far is an example of encapsulation. We have taken our data, like the name and role, and fused it. We did the fusion dance, folks. We have fused it with functionality into one object. We have done some encapsulation. Great. But now we're worried. We're losing sleep at night. Somebody can still rename Bob. So we want to do some sort of abstraction here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this underscore. And does the underscore do anything? Does the underscore do anything? Nah. Doesn't do anything. As Reptar is saying, no touchy. It screams, don't touch this. It's just a convention. It's just a convention. It doesn't have any magical powers. It just says don't ever touch it. So if you ever see an underscore, you don't touch it. Great. So now, we're going to update this over here. Make sure we have the underscore over here on the role as well. But the problem is now that we won't be able to get this name or role. So what do we need, chat? What do we need so that we can get the name and role on the object that comes out of this contractor? Yeah, we're going to need a getter. So let's go ahead and build our getter. Very simple syntax. Get. And we're going to say name. Right? And we're just going to go ahead. Now we have the get name. We can get the name. And all we're going to do is return this dot underscore name. Cool. What else should we get? What else should we get? Yeah, let's go ahead and get role while we're here. Cool. Let's save it up. Let's go ahead and save this up. Save it all up. Let's go back here. Let's refresh. And let's ask for Bob. All right, we can see that Bob is a contractor. You can see that they have like this underscore name. So it's not really name, it's underscore name. And we can see underscore role front end. So if we ask for Bob, we get all that back. If we do bob.name, we get Bob. But if I try and change it, bob.name equals Simba, and I ask for Bob back, we can see that the name has not been changed. So we can always get the name, but right now we can't set it. We have abstracted out the ability to mess with the name and the role. All right. Now, somebody still could come along and do this and change it to something else, right? But what's the big red flag here? What's the thing that should be screaming at them to never do this? But F that person. No touch. Yeah, the underscore is screaming, don't touch this. It's a sticky note. ESLint. Means don't touch. Don't ever come and touch this. Don't ever do this. You're working at the agency, don't ever do that, right? It's screaming at us. Don't touch it. So nobody would ever do that. So now we have a pretty decent contractor. They can have a name, a role. We have the ability to get their name and role. And we also have this lovely say hello that will greet them and tell them what their role is. Let's make sure that the greeting is working. Let's do bob.role. Oops, sorry. Say hello. There we go. Hello, I am on the front end team at 100 devs. Beautiful. So role still working. Alrighty, chat. This contractor class is an example so far of what two principles? What principles are we putting into play here? Yeah, we got some encapsulation going. We got some abstraction going. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. All right. Now, I want to start making individual types of contractors. Chat, what type of contractor could we create? What type of contractor could we create? We could have a front end, a back end, maybe a design, maybe a marketing, maybe a UX. So let's go ahead and create a front end developer. Let's go ahead and create a front end developer. All right. Somebody that's gonna be working maybe with like some React, right? Maybe some spending more of their time with HTML and CSS. Maybe some Tailwind. Maybe we're gonna get a little wild. All right. How can I make sure? G Monies, if you're down with OOP, yeah, you know me. Thank you for the 5169. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's all going into the buying a big old startup fund, along with all of the wonderful, sweet sponsorship money. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. All right. The gift with the donations is so perfect. Yeah, I'm quite a fan of it. Big old startup fund. Exactly. Alrighty. Chris, sorry about the risks. Be well. Hope you feel better. All right. How can I inherit all of the good stuff from the contractor, but maybe add some stuff specifically for the front end team? Extends. Okay, let's try it. Let's do the extends. All right, class front extends contractor. There we go. So we're going to have this front class. And front is going to extend contractor. Cool. Let's go ahead and give it a constructor. Cool. And if I want this constructor to be able to grab all the goodies from the contractor, like the name and the role, what can I use? Yeah. Yeah, okay, I see y'all. Some people were paying attention last class. Look at us go. Ooh. Ooh, look at it. Look at it go. Ooh. All right. So let's go ahead and make sure we have a name and a role. And let's give it something extra. Let's make it like tech. All right. So we're going to do super for the name and the role. And the super on the name and the role will come from the constructor up here. So we're going to be able to get the name and the role. Great. Name and role from the super. And then let's go ahead and use the tech. So we're going to say this dot underscore tech equals tech. Cool. So now when we create a front end developer from this class, not only will they get the name and role from the constructor in the contractor class, but they also have this newer tech as well. Since tech is abstracted a little bit here, what are we also going to need? What are we going to need? Yeah, we're going to need another getter. So let's go ahead and get. We're going to go ahead and get. We're going to say get tech. And we're just going to return this dot underscore tech. So now we can also get tech, and it's abstracted a little bit here. Cool. It's abstracted a little bit here. Nice. And I want to have a say hello on the front end developer that's a little bit different. Right? It's a little bit different. I want it to say something a little bit different. I want it to say, let's say console.log hello. I am on the, let's go ahead and say the same thing we did before. We can still say like the, this dot role, right? Still say the this dot role. Team. Oops, sorry, I didn't use a tick. That's why. I was like, what's going on? There you go, tick. I'm on the this dot role team at 100 devs. And I use, and we're going to say, throw it in here, this dot underscore tech. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the underscore and role too. Let's see what happens there. Cool. All right. So my say hello is a little bit different. My say hello is a little bit different. Since we already know it's a front end developer, we want to be able to say, all right, hello, I'm on the this dot role team at 100 devs, and I use this dot tech. Cool. Let's go ahead and save this and create a front end developer. So let's go ahead and create, let Simba equal new contractor. We're going to pass in Simba as the name, front end as the team, and React as the tech. And I'm going to get rid of, I'm just going to comment out Bob for right now, just so we don't have to worry about them. Cool. Oh, I use contractor. Rip. Front. There we go. All right. So we have our original contractor class, which is the parent. We have our front class, which is the child, extending contractor. It uses super to grab the name and role from contractor. But we give it its own tech property. We have a getter so that we can get it and have it kind of abstract a little bit. And we have a slightly modified say hello that enables us to kind of say we're on what team we're on, but also what tech we're using. So slightly different, right? Slightly different than the say hello we have on the base parent class. All right, let's go ahead and save this. And let's go ahead and run our code and ask for Simba. Great. So we have Simba. And if we go ahead and do Simba.sayHello, you can see, hello, I'm on the front end team at 100 devs, and I use React. Cool. Will, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. Ooh, that's tasty. Cool. So it's working. We're able to get a front-end developer. So now we have our parent class, our sub or child class. Let's go ahead and create one more child class. And I would want you to type all this out, of course, but I'm going to copy and paste it for the sake of time. And we're going to keep everything here, except we're going to change this from front to back, to back, to back, my baby. Front to front to front, my baby. All right. So now we have a back, has tech, and it's pretty similar to front. So if we're looking at this back and front, we might realize that maybe we should have what other type of class? If we have back and front, they're almost exactly the same. What if we're seeing that we're repeating ourselves? Like, is the back and the front class any different? No, this is almost exactly the same code. So if we weren't doing this for like just pure instructional, right? We might have like a developer class. So we might have contractors, but then we might have developers that also have tech. And then we could have like a front and a back from them. But it's just something to think about, right? All right, so we have a front, we have a back. Let's go ahead and create a backend developer. Let Mashi equal new back. And we're going to pass in their name, the machine. We're going to pass in their skill set, backend. We're going to pass in and say node. Cool. So now we have a front end and a back end developer. And let's go ahead and save this. Actually, let's create one more. Let's go ahead and create a let's go ahead and bring back Bob. Let's go ahead and bring back Bob. All right, so now we got 3 different objects. One from the parent class of the contractor, one each from our 2 children, right? One each from my 2 children. And let's just make sure everything works. Let's go ahead and refresh. Let's go ahead and say bob.sayHello. Cool. Let's go ahead and say Simba.sayHello. Let's go ahead and say Mashi.sayHello. But, boy, is that a lot of typing. I just had to say hello so many times. So many times. What if we have hundreds of developers, and I want to have each of the developers say hello. I'm going to go ahead and use let's just say an array here. I'm going to say let 100 devs equal, let's start with a number. Let's go ahead and say let agency equal. And we're going to put Bob in here. We're going to put Simba in here. And every time we have a new person that joins the agency, we're going to put them into this lovely little array here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and loop through it. So I'm going to say for, and we're going to just say for person of agency, we're going to go ahead and do person.say hello. Cool. Let's save this. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's go back and refresh. And look at this. Hello, I am on the front end team. Hello, I'm on the front end team and I use React. Hello, I'm on the back end team and I use Node. So this for loop worked, and it was able to call say hello on 3 different kind of objects. An object that came from our base contractor, an object that came from our front subclass or child class, and our object that came from our back end child class. So the interesting thing was that even though say hello is different on each of those objects, and even though person is 3 different kind of objects, this code just works. We didn't have to do like a conditional that said, if it is a backend developer, do this. Else if it is a front-end developer, do this. Else if it's a regular contractor, do this. We were just able to say, all right, well, every object is going to have a say hello interface. We just mean a method here. This has like this method that we can use. And this code just works. Chat. Why does this code just work? Automatically, we might say. Why does it work? Yeah, this is polymorphism. Polymorphism. I was trying to put it back on. I ain't that smooth. I tried. It's polymorphism in action, folks. All about them interfaces. Cool. So, chat, we just saw encapsulation, fusing our data and functionality together. We abstracted away some complexity so that folks wouldn't have the ability to kind of like override our names and roles. We inherited a base set of properties, that roles and that name, from a parent class. And we use polymorphism in action so that we could have one set of code that works on many different types of objects because they all share the same interface. That's OOP, baby. That is OOP in action. The big 4. How do you feel about the big 4? How do you feel about the big 4? Are you feeling all right? Does some of it make sense? That's OOP. Better, pretty good. I feel better. Amazing. Getting there. That's what I like to hear. You don't have to be there yet, but getting there is a good place to be. Better. Definitely better. Breen. Need some practice? I'm going to get you some practice. Let's get you some practice then. All right. Let's go back to the slides. And we're going to get you some practice. So, we are going to, not yet, real quick, not yet. We're going to move over to Remo. And on Remo, we're going to get into groups because we still got about a half an hour left. We're going to get into groups and you're going to do the exact same thing we just did, right? All right, you're going to do the exact same thing that we just did, but you're going to make up your own objects. So you're going to get into a group of folks and you're all going to say, all right, this is the type of objects we want to create. We want to create cars. We want to create animals. We want to create food. You're going to come up with a parent class. You're going to extend it. And you're going to talk through encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism at your table. You're going to go for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to scramble the tables. And you're going to do it again. And you're going to have another 15 minutes with a new group to explain these 4 topics, to practice building them. You can share your screen. You can do all the wonderful stuff that you need to do. There's a whiteboard if you want to get on the whiteboard and get your hands dirty. It's all there. So We're not going to raid. We are going to jump over to the projects. This link right here. We'll put that in chat as well. I'm going to open up in a new tab. Just going to make sure that it's open. Cool. It's open. It's ready to go. So you're going to jump over. Exclamation point classroom will always get you there, I believe. Exclamation point classroom. Does that work? I think exclamation point classroom gets you there as well. Alyssa's already put the link in chat for us. Start making your way over there. We're going to do 2 rounds of you working through the big 4 pillars of OOP, building your own objects, right? If you haven't finished tic-tac-toe, I'm going to ask you to finish some tic-tac-toe. If you wanted to hang out in the classroom after our 2 rounds of OOP and work on tic-tac-toe, the classroom is open until tomorrow. All right, it's open until tomorrow. And then we're going to have some homework that I'll share on Discord after class. I'm going to get caught up with all my DMs tonight. So if you sent me a DM, I'm going to get to you tonight. Some folks I'm setting up some one-on-one time with. We'll probably do that one-on-one on Sunday instead of after class tonight, just so that you can get over to Remo. Okay. Is it possible to watch on Remo? Yeah. Just come and sit at a table. If you don't feel comfortable coding, it's all right. Come sit at a table. Say hello if you want to. And just work with some folks. The point of us doing this is to work with others. If someone at your table, right? If someone at your table doesn't understand polymorphism, I'm putting it on you to help them understand it, right? Lift each other up. Make sure folks at your table understand what's going on. You're going to do 2 rounds. Let's all go over to Remo. All right. It's been a wonderful night. It's been a wonderful stream. So much amazing news. I'm so thankful for all the support, the sub, the bits, the donations. We got big things coming up. Tomorrow is our crafting our story class. Sunday, we're here for office hours. Next week, we clean up the last bit of stuff that we need. The last bit of stuff that we need for JavaScript before moving into the back end. That Sunday will be a complete review class. 6+ hours of us together reviewing every topic you're going to need before the back end. Clean slate. And then we're jumping into Node, folks. This is a night to remember. I appreciate you all being here. Let's get over to Remo. The night's not over. We still got a half an hour. See you on Remo. I'm going to end stream. I expect everyone that's here. I'll see you on Remo. Much love. Let's end the stream, and I will see you all on Remo. See you soon.